Hello and welcome to another episode of Sports with Monga. Formula One is back, as I've been trying to tell you, and as all of you already know. But it's almost come back to the same things, right? So I've nothing has changed really, if you think so, right? If you think about all the winter testing, all the hype, everything that's happened since the testing and since basically kind of coming out with it, like since the race starting, since the Formula One starting. But then it's kind of ended pretty quickly with Max Verstappen doing what he does best, getting the man on pole. The first qualifying of 2023 Bahrain Grand Prix. Welcome and to another episode of Sports with Monga, and we're talking about qualifying Bahrain Grand Prix. Red Bull 1-2, Ferrari strategy playing their mind with not going for the last run, with Leclerc stepping out of the car, but Sainz still running something. That's a pretty interesting move. That's still kind of keeping things up close to the chest, but not really letting people know the pace advantage they might have. And it's a 57 lap long race. It's not a race which is going to basically, it's not a race which tomorrow. Like there is going to be a lot of things happening in that race. And Max 1-2 and Red Bull 1-2 really doesn't kind of guarantee the win. It just guarantees they're going to start the first row. It's an advantage. First corner will be very interesting to see how things have happened. Things been pretty crazy at Bahrain. But then, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz on the second row, Ferrari second row, all packed up. Fernando Alonso, the hype train, the Aston Martin hype train. Anyway, we had Aston Martin hyped up completely, almost saying that they're going to ramp this up. They're going to be the title. It's going to be a five-way fight with all drivers, as we said. But then Fernando Alonso finishes P5. George Russell, but ahead of Mercedes. That's pretty interesting because they have a Mercedes, because Aston Martin also has a Mercedes engine, and well, things can change. Then Aston Martin of Fernando Alonso ahead of George Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Lance Stroll P8, Esteban Ocon P9, Nico Hülkenberg P10, finishing his first kind of he's not a rookie, but his first qualifying of 2023 as a permanent driver for Haas in the points, or like in qualifying P10. So that's good. McLaren of Lando Norris, Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu, Yuki Tsunoda, and Alex Albon with the next five. Lando Norris, I think he pushed the car to the limit in my mind to have the McLaren starting P11. It's going to be interesting how the race pans out and what happens. Oscar Piastri, P18. The guy, give him some time, man. Give him some time. He'll come back. He'll show his mettle. The car needs to be better. But Pierre Gasly, the last guy, I have growing concerns about Gasly right now. His confidence levels, his work ethics, and stuff that he's done. I think that there are there's something that really kind of I feel Pierre Gasly is going to lose his drive mid-season or something. But anyway, Oscar Piastri P18, Nick De Vries P19. The Williams pairing of Alex Albon and Logan Sargent doing good. Logan Sargent was like out of Q3 in Q3 by just because Lando Norris went before him. Otherwise, he was in the same points. He's finished the same 131.652 as Lando Norris, but because Lando Norris went before, he was through to Q2. Lando Norris was Q2, and Logan Sargent had to be out in Q3 itself. Not a lot of craziness, excitement about all at the end of the as soon as the checkered flag came out. Didn't exchange too many hands. Max Verstappen, pretty clear. Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc. It's all going to be pumping up down the first straight. So tomorrow's Bahrain Grand Prix, I feel it's going to be a Max show again. But then, a lot of things can happen on a 57 lap race. Reliability was a key concern for Red Bull last season. Let me know and I really hope they kind of do better this season. But let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? This is the first Bahrain Grand Prix qualifying done and dusted. Do like this video, do share. and do subscribe. And I catch you for the first race of this season. Can't wait.